Hey everyone! So in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how I did this look. We've got some cream contour going on, we've got a neutral lip, and some pink-ish, kind of plum toned smoky eyes. If my camera would focus, that would be nice. I use some new products in this video, like I've got a different primer and I use, again, cream contour. So I'm gonna be talking about what I like about each of these. So yeah, just stay tuned and you can see how I created this look. What I usually do first is take my primer. I was using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but I just got the Porefessional in the mail and I like it a lot better already because where it's a colored balm instead of a clear gel like the Smashbox one, I feel like that kind of helps in evening out my skin tone a little bit. So I just go in with this. And so the next I take my Kat Von D Lock It Foundation in Light 45 Neutral and do one pump on my hand and dot this all over my face. And then I take my Sigma F80 brush and I buff this in. Because I'm doing a lip color, I'm going to put this over my lips so it kind of creates a more even base. I didn't do that in my last tutorial and that's something I've just figured out to do here lately, but yeah, so I like to put this over my lips and kind of prime them for the lip color later. So once my foundation's all blended in, I take my Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer in Fair Light and I dot this all over my blemishes that I want to cover up. Once I have all my blemishes covered up and kind of blend it in, I take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, I still don't know how to pronounce it, and put this under my eyes in a triangle shape. So once I have my triangles under my eyes, I just go back and blend them. So I don't usually do this, but I'm going to cream contour today, and I don't usually do that because I've never had a cream contouring product before, but I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation Stick in Fawn. It's actually the exact same thing as this color right here in the middle, but just in a stick form. So I'm just going to put this where I would usually put my contour, except a little bit lower because when I blend it out it kind of it moves around a little bit. So start at the top of my ear and just drag it inwards like that. It looks really harsh and we're gonna blend it out, so it's okay. Do it again on this side. I bring it down pretty far because again I'm gonna blend it out. So, and if it looks crazy right now, I'm gonna fix it, so don't worry about that. I also like to put some on my jawline. And then around my temples and my forehead. And then on the sides of my nose. I'm not great at nose contouring, and I don't even usually do it that often, but I just kind of like it today, so I just put it along the sides of my nose. Okay, so I start off blending this by using my contour brush that I would for my powder, and then I go in with a sponge later. So I'm just going to start running this back and forth and blending it in circular motions. Blending is going to take a long time, so don't freak out. Just keep blending and being patient with it. For my nose, I'm going to use a smaller brush that I would normally use on my eye. Run this up and down, kind of in and out. Okay, and any places that aren't quite blended in all the way, I just go in with the sponge and try to keep blending that out. Okay, and so now it's time to cream highlight, and I'm just using the same concealer that I put under my eyes, and this is really good to clean up any places that got a little too messy, or like for an example right here, I brought this a little low past my cheekbone, so I'm gonna draw a line to clean this up. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna put some just down my nose. And on my Cupid's bow. And then a little bit on my chin too. I don't have a brush that I really want to blend this out with, so I'm just going to use the same sponge that I did to blend out my contour. Okay, so then I'm going to go back and set my cream contour with this powdery shade. Not entirely necessary if you have like really dry skin, but I just don't want this to move around. So using the same brush that I blended out the contour with, and I just took that in the matching shade, and I'm not going to contour anymore with this. I'm just going to kind of go over the places that I did use my cream contour. And then to set my cream highlight, I'm gonna actually go in the same palette and use this. Actually, I'm gonna use Banana right here in the middle, this yellow shade, on my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35, and just set all the places that I used my concealer. And then I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of blush, again from the same strobing palette I used in my last tutorial from Ulta, and my Sigma Large Powder F30 brush, just a little bit on my cheeks. And then again, taking this highlighter right here at the bottom, it's a less pinkish blushy shade. I'm going to take it on the same Tapered Highlighter F35 brush and do this along the tops of my cheekbones. Down my nose and on my chin and on my Cupid's bow. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. In the last tutorial I used an eyeshadow from the Shade and Light palette that I have, but I actually got some brow pomade since then, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in dark brown. I know my hair is a dark brown, but I like dark brown eyebrows. So, taking this on the same brush that I used last time, the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brush, and I just dip this in the product and wipe it off on the edges of the container. Always be sure to comb through my brows. And I just start in the arch and then I move forward, so I'll just go ahead and speed this up so you don't have to sit through 5 minutes of me filling in my eyebrows. To clean up where things got a little messy, I'm going to be using the Sigma Small Angle E65 brush and my Tarte concealer. And the biggest issue right now is underneath the arch, so I just get a little bit of concealer on the brush. Okay, so my eyebrows are looking pretty decent, so I'm just gonna brush through them one more time. And then I'm gonna actually go back with the powder, or with the eyeshadow that I usually just use to fill them in. I'm gonna set them with that and fill in any places that are giving me a hard time. Okay, now that they're pretty okay, I'm gonna set them with my clear brow gel that I used last time. So now I can do my eyes. I'm gonna take my Modern Renaissance palette, and I think I'm gonna stick to like cooler plum-ish shades. I'm gonna start off by priming them, and I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Minor Sin. And just put this all over my eyelids. And blend this out with my finger. So to set that primer, I'm going to be using the shade Tempera in this palette also, just on a flat shader brush. This one is the 239 by MAC, and I'm just packing this all over my eyelid. So next I'm going to be taking the shade right here in the middle called Buon Fresco, I guess, on a Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm just going to be putting this all in my crease. before I forget, I'm actually also going to highlight my inner corner with the pinky peachier shade from this strobing palette here. And I'm going to be taking my Sigma Shader Inner Corner E46 brush. It's got a little tip on it like that. If I don't do this now, I'll end up forgetting later, so. And a little bit under my brow bone as well. Or on my brow bone, I should say. So next I'm going to be taking the same brush that I used to set my primer on my eyelids, and I'm going to wet it a little bit like I did in the last tutorial. And I'm going to move away from the Modern Renaissance palette and try this little eyeshadow single that I got from Urban Decay in Midnight Cowboy. And so then to finish off my eyeshadow, I'm going to take a pencil brush, it's a MAC 210, and I'm going to be using a mix between this color right here called Venetian Red and this color up here called Love Letter, and I'm going to put those on my outer V. So again, I just start out by packing that all over there, and I will blend it in later. So to blend this out, instead of using the same brush, I actually got a new one. It's again by Sigma. All my brushes, except for like 2, are from Sigma. It's the Small Tapered Blending E45 brush, and I'm just gonna start blending this out. I'm actually going to go back in and darken that up a little bit with the same pencil brush that I used earlier. Nothing too much, just to add a little bit more depth, and so you can see the color more. And it's going to blend that out a little bit more. I don't usually do this, but I'm actually going to try to smoke out my waterline just a little bit. Again, I don't normally do that, but I'm taking the Sigma Flat Definer E15 brush, and I'm going to start off with the shade that I put in my crease, Buon Fresco or whatever, and I'm just going to put this really close to the inner corner of my eye. Kind of blend it out while I'm doing that. And so then I'm going to be taking, again, Venetian Red and Love Letter, these 2 shades right here, and I'm putting those closer to my outer corner. And I actually really like how that turned out, so now I'm gonna do my eyeliner, and then I will clean everything up after that. So I'm just gonna take my favorite eyeliner. It's the Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, waterproof liquid liner in Intense Black. And I'm gonna do my usual start off by creating a line and then making a triangle out of that and filling it in. So once my eyeliner is relatively even, I go back with the same brush that I used to clean up my eyebrows and some concealer, and I'm just going to clean up all the eyeshadow that I blended out and my eyeliner where the one way might be thicker than the other. Okay, so now that they're pretty even, I'm gonna go back and blend a few more things and then we can do lip color. For this look, I think I'm gonna do a really neutral color. This is Rockaway by Fiona Styles, and I'm just gonna, where it's a light color, I don't really need a lip liner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill my lips in with this. Actually pretty happy with how that turned out, so I don't think I'm going to go back with any concealer or anything. I'm going to go do my mascara and setting spray off camera, and then I will be back. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're still with us here, then thank you. Let me know in the comments or through any of my social medias if you think I should do a tutorial for my next video, or if I should do a question and answer type thing, or maybe a vlog or a haul, or like all my products. Where you can find me, it's all in the description box. And yeah, so thanks for watching and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.